following breaking news.
Two very active crime scenes searching for a fugitive in this area.
Two deputies have been shot.
Very dangerous person here.
He will be charged with murder.
A 5-year-old boy has been shot.
A gunman walked into the church, opened fire.
Still a very tense situation out there.
Officers have just drawn their weapons.
I did hear some screaming about 45 minutes ago.
They got him. Police say they have arrested the suspect. It's been a huge year for breaking news in Charleston, and Live 5 News has dominated content and coverage everywhere. Our two biggest breaking stories of the year: Walter Scott, an unarmed man shot by a police officer following a traffic stop, caught on cell phone video by a man walking by.
We do not condone wrong. It doesn't matter who it is.
Then 2 months later, shots inside an historic church during Bible study. 9 people dead, and a young man who said he wanted to start a race war, tracked down and arrested the next day.
Approximately 30 minutes ago, he was arrested in Shelby, North Carolina.
The outcry that followed brought down the Confederate flag at the State House and made history. Live 5 News won those breaking stories on all platforms. Here's how. We stream every news conference and break into programming for unscripted wall-to-wall coverage as new developments come in. We throw everything we've got at the big stories. Live view backpacks, our fleet of microwave and satellite trucks. Everyone's iPhone becomes a live shot. Our Raycom sister stations from Charlotte, Columbia, Savannah, and Myrtle Beach send in reinforcements for TV and digital. When the big stories broke this year, we were able to do more because we have more. More live newscasts on CBS, Fox, and our Bounce multicast channel. More hours on air and online than anybody else. More crews, more experience in the field and in the studio. More wireless technology, more live coverage on the ground and in the sky. We went into hurricane mode. 12-hour shifts for everybody for the duration of the story. The rush to win the big story didn't compromise our reputation for the highest quality journalism. Behind the scenes, we had many thoughtful discussions, sometimes even debates, about how we could best serve our community during these tragedies. We turned to our anchor team, the most experienced in the market, to lead us. And so did the audience. Those shootings got the most attention around the world, but breaking news never stopped last year. 3 deputies shot.
The subject came from behind the building with a mask on and shot Deputy Rogers.
Standoffs, a huge bomb scare that shut down downtown Charleston, an Ebola scare.
MUSC confirms that it has activated its Ebola protocol.
And the first same-sex couple to apply for and get a marriage license in South Carolina. In between breaking news, our team dug deeper, in depth, investigating and impact.
There is a potential for a large-scale disaster.
Keeping our communities safe.
These trains literally come in many areas through people's property 20 feet away from people's backyards.
And our young athletes.
For weeks, I've contacted every public school in Charleston, Berkeley, Dorchester, and Georgetown counties to find out the make and model of each varsity football helmet and ultimately its rating.
Tracking tax dollars.
The average high school gets $10,000 per student, but Lincoln High School gets more than $25,000, almost 3 times that. It's the most in the district and enough to buy a brand new car, more than 2 years of tuition at CFC, and more than 40 iPhones.
Getting results.
He says as a result of our story, the signs will be put up there as soon as possible.
Ours is the kind of coverage that's made us the dominant station in the market for decades. This year, we scoured our archives, pulling 25-year-old tapes, finding one of the state's last working 3/4-inch machines to put together an out-of-the-box, unscripted retrospective on the 25th anniversary of Hurricane Hugo, our Katrina, that devastated and reshaped our town back in 1989. Early this year, our 3-hour live coverage of the 38th Cooper River Bridge Run was a winner. Once again, we had more crews and more live cameras on the course, and we used Periscope 2 days after it had been released to stream the race like nobody else could. 62 years as the Low Country's news leader, And Live 5 WCSC has never been stronger. And we're growing rapidly on all platforms. In January, we set a record for number of page views on live5news.com. And we've broken that record every month since. We've doubled our Facebook fans to 180,000 since last summer, and we continue to win every newscast every day.